Hello, amazing people. Good evening. I trust you guys are well and you're blessed. Let's get into it. My name is Samuel Wesonga, and I'm here today to talk about something that a couple of people have been asking me questions, especially on Facebook. Like recently, I got a lady at the age of 27. She was asking me about marriage, and okay, like not marriage specifically, about dating. And she said that all the guys she's been attracting are basically useless men. And I was like, okay, so what do you mean by useless? like like all the men she's been attracting are just weird or bad? I don't know. Now there's something from Apostle Joshua Selman. He says that if all the people in Abuja are bad, then the problem is you. So I'm not here to try and blame you. I'm just here to change your perspective about the things that you've been doing, and to give you maybe a different technique that you can apply to do things right. Okay, so first of all, I'm not married. I don't have enough skills, but this is just the intelligence I've gotten from the people I've been listening to, and from the wisdom of God. So, first of all, okay, I know I've been talking about marriage, dating so much. So I was like, you need to prepare yourself. You need to lay the right foundation. You need to make sure you, first of all, know yourself. Like, and the only way you know yourself is when you immerse yourself into the presence of God. So there is no you without God. First of all, that is what you have to acknowledge. So I want to answer this question into the general perspective. Like, why is it that some people keep on attracting bad people into their life? Is it a matter of the people they are attracting, or is it a matter of their personality, or who they are to the core as people? So, there's a law in the law of attraction that says, or the law of attraction says basically, you attract who you are. Okay, I know the exceptions to this rule, and so maybe I'll just give you the fundamentals of why you keep on attracting bad people, and what can you do to maybe attract better people into your life. Okay, so first of all, and I'll keep on insisting, most of the young people get into relationships to fill the void they have in their lives. So someone has gone through an dysfunctional relationship, not in the perspective of dating, but they grew up in a dysfunctional family. They went through abuse as children or teenagers. So they're only thinking that the only way they can feel better, or fill that void, is by getting into a relationship and making, we all want the romance, the icing on the cake. We want to feel nice. Isn't love a good thing? So we are not here to demonize love, but we're just here to tell you that if you don't follow the right process, you technically will blame people, when particularly it's just you. You need to follow the right process. So if you literally avoid, if you are experiencing pain, if you have gone through depression, you hate yourself, you're that's why I say some girls are too desperate, or some people are just too desperate for love. So then, what does it denote? Like, what is the consequence of that? So it means, especially in the modern world, there are so many people who are narcissistic. There are so many people who are psychopaths, and you can't really tell at the first stage, because they will present all this romantic side of themselves. They will pamper you with everything you need. You want, by that, learn to differentiate between an obsession and genuine love. If somebody has to spend the whole day talking to you, if somebody has to spend the entire life talking to you, they are not really genuinely into love with you. If you have to cut off every other person in your life just to make sure you are with this person, realize that they are kind of trying to cut off your backup system, so that they have the right opportunity to manipulate you in whatever way they want. So I said, if you have a void, and I'll repeat this, First of all, submit your life to God. There's no you without God, and I'll repeat that. Secondly, go through the process of healing. I don't understand why you're in a hurry. Just because your friend is into a relationship doesn't mean you should be there. Okay, everyone has a different timing and season. So technically, what is the right season of your life? Should you be focusing on working on yourself? Should you be focusing on maybe learning a skill? Should you be focusing on healing? Should you be focusing on trying to improve the version of yourself so that you don't just go for the people who can match your energy at this level, but people who will challenge you to become better? So, heal before you go into love. I've told several girls, they come into my inbox. There was this girl that came into my inbox and she was like, oh, blah blah blah, I met this guy, blah blah blah, and this happened. Okay, so I think this girl wanted me to do the dirty work of helping her heal. Bro, like, I did my part. I'm just here to help you. So it's you to take the duty upon yourself. Technically, how am I supposed to be calling you just to make sure, okay? Like, that's cringe, bro. Like, I'm not here to do that. I have a busy schedule. Like, I have so much to do. I have my academic life. I have to figure out other things. I also have my own life to work on. So why should you like expect me to? So she was like, you have been umenitupa squeeze. Then I was like, what do you expect me to do? I just share the insights on my YouTube channel. You go listen to whatever I share, then actualize it. If you don't want to be helped, I can't help you beyond that. So such kind of girls, sometimes they come into your inbox just because they want your attention. They want some sympathy. And then sometimes men are very naive. You end up dating this kind of person thinking that now they are too desperate. Don't date someone who is too desperate for you. Date someone who has a value in who they are as a person. They know themselves. They have a relationship with God. They know what they want out of life, so that they just won't lead you into a ditch. Okay? Yeah, so work on yourself. Heal. Especially if you're too scared to be alone. It's not the right time to get into a relationship. Focus on yourself. Heal from your trauma. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself for every stride you take in life, so that nobody will come into your life and they'll be entitled. They feel like you can't do without them. Honestly, no one should feel. Okay, so don't be desperate. Desperation comes from trauma that you've not worked on. Learn to love yourself. So we said about God, we talked about healing. Number 3, we shall repeat, is learn to love yourself. Learn to be alone. Enjoy your own company, so that you won't get breadcrumbs from someone and you just bear with them because. Okay, so you don't get breadcrumbs from someone, and because you're too desperate, you can't survive on your own. They have unfettered power. It's like a wide discretion to manipulate you in whatever way they want. So, love yourself, learn to love your own company, evaluate your own worth as a person, and make sure you don't settle for something that is below your own value. Sometimes some people say, you should know your worth. Then you ask them, what are you? They just present their own bodies like, you think you are the only thing you can present to a man is your body, and you are wondering why they are leaving you. You're wondering why they are manipulating you, because someone told me like sex is too cheap because sex is everywhere. Like the genitalia is everywhere. I want this girl. Okay, you can. So what makes you different as a woman? What makes you different as a man? Why do you think someone should be attracted to you? If you think that is solely based on your body shape or you're flattered, man, you should know better. At this stage of life, you should know better. Okay, so, I don't know. Can you guys see me anyway? My lighting has... Okay, so, learn to love your own company. Appreciate yourself. Then number 4, like, work on yourself. maybe the reason as to why it's not the right season for your life, it's because you have some uncompleted work to focus on. So please, if you are studying, a student, focus on your academics. If you are maybe on work, try to work on something. Just don't be idle sitting waiting for people to love you. Why are you so desperate? Because you are too idle. So keep yourself busy with something. If it's work, if you are serving somewhere, if you have a purpose, do something. Learn a skill, do something. Like, just keep yourself busy. Read self-development books. That is what I was coming to. So number 5, I will tell you to learn or read books about dating and relationships. There's a book called Attached by, I don't know her. I've forgotten the name. So she says, she talks about, and I've said this before, the different attachment personality types. So you need to understand where, the kind of attachment personality type you have, so that you know why you're too desperate or why you keep on attracting. You see, when you are an avoidant, fearful avoidant, if you get to date a healthy person, you'll feel like this is not the sweet relationship you want, because you are used to good moments and bad ones. You're used to someone who is always like, you're always worried if they're gonna stay or if they're gonna leave. So learn to read books on relationships and dating, and then from that you learn to discern whether you'll check some signals and realize this person has not still evolved. So you won't go all that journey with them, and then you realize that they are not the right people for you. Okay, like, I don't believe in the idea of the one, but they are right people and they are wrong people. So you want to waste a lot of time getting along with bad people, because now you've gotten the knowledge and you can apply it into wisdom. You know, when I see this and this, a man is not responsible enough. Honestly, if you see a man who is into degenerate activities, or a woman is into degenerate activities, they all have these things. I don't know, I don't judge people, but you just know what you want. If she doesn't align to what you want, don't try to change people. Okay? Yeah, so sometimes someone is honestly wrong for you in a very broad spectrum, but you're like, okay, let me just try, maybe they'll change. Who told you people change? People change when they want to. So you are not called to save people. Let people do their healing journey. If someone is still holding back to their past, don't even try to get into a relationship with them. You are not called to nurse people. You are called to love yourself and to also get into a relationship with someone who has worked on themselves. Imagine all the pain you went through to unpack your trauma, all the dirty work. Would it be fair that after going through all these steps, you went around picking someone who has just been trashed around, who is feeling like they have so much baggage? Then you're trying now to become their savior. It's like God told you to save people. No, drop that mentality. So read books and also learn to apply the skills you get from the books. Then number 6, I could say, position yourself in the right circles. There's no way you're getting people from clubs and you want to date them and you think that they can turn out to be serious spouses. Waga, like, you got your spouse from a club, or some random dude approached you on the side of the road, and then you believed that they could make a better spouse. Oh God, have mercy upon your people. Like, position yourself in the right circles. If it's, maybe you love reading books, join a book club. If you love, okay, so position yourself in the right places. If you're serious, you want to date, you're looking for a spouse you want to get married to, just identify the things, your hobbies, then go into such kind of places, and there you'll meet people of your energy. You love reading books, as I said, join a book club. You love charity, volunteer to join organizations that do charity work, join youth programs that are Christian or they are productive, not just degenerate people trying to waste their lives away. Yeah, so actually, these are the things I will share. But above all, make sure that your love for yourself exceeds your desire to be loved by other people. You need to be loved by other people. If you don't love yourself, that's when you settle for anything. You're too desperate, you don't know who you are, you don't know your worth. So, whatever man comes your way or woman, you just pick them because you're like, they've done you a favor. But I learned to tell you that at this time, you should know who you are so that you don't settle for anything. Love yourself, don't be desperate, and submit your life to God. This was just a short one. I don't have all the knowledge on dating and marriage, but I'm planning, by the mercy of God, to be a marriage counselor in future. So I believe this was just a foundation to that career, and God bless you all and keep you. Thank you. Amen.